Hello, welcome back to In the Kitchen with Pen, and today I am going to be making a rhubarb crumble cake. I bought some rhubarb that was reduced in Aldi and I was going to make a crumble, and I thought, oh, let's make something different. But I have baked off some of this rhubarb in a little sugar, ginger and stem ginger syrup, and I baked it for about 10 minutes at 180, and that's gonna, when it's cool, be bagged up and go in the fridge for a rhubarb crumble. But rhubarb crumble cake it is. Right, listening ears on. Oh, I sound like a teacher. 175 grams of soft brown sugar, 175 grams of butter, and you're going to cream those together. To that, add 175 grams of self-raising flour, and you can add some ginger if you like. And as you can see, I've got some ginger in there, so I'm just going to mix that all together. You'll need 3 medium eggs, and I've got those there. You'll need, if you want, but I want, a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to say again, extract, not essence. Essence is chemical, extract is real. Not as good as from the pods, but good enough. And you will need 400 grams of chopped rhubarb. So that's your cake. For your crumble mix, you will need 100 grams of plain flour, 50 grams of butter and 50 grams of sugar, and I've just used ordinary sugar, not caster, not brown, just ordinary sugar. Okay, so let's bring you down and show you what we're doing. Right, in this bowl I have the sugar and the butter, and I'm mixing it until nice and light and fluffy. I think we're almost there with that. Just get some of it off of the side. Pockets of sugar. To that, we're going to add our flour and ginger mix. I'm going to do it gradually, don't add it all at once unless you want clouds of flour. You could do this the old-fashioned way and fold it in to hopefully more guarantee that you'll get this lovely rise on your cake. Hey, let's live dangerously. Right, that's some gone in. And this is my Ninja 3-in-1 mixer that I am using here. And I love it. Really smell that ginger, that's lovely. And as you know, in this house some people love their garlic. Well, we do, but we love our ginger. So get the rest of this mixed in. And your other raising agent in this cake is obviously your eggs. So now we can start adding in our eggs. It's starting to look more battery now. I don't mean battery as in batteries, battery as in a batter. Last lot of that. Go up with the speed just to make sure that everything there, and I am going to just rub in the take off my rings if I can get them off. Oh my goodness. Right, take off my rings, my hands are clean, and get my hands in and just rub this in to form a crumble mix. So pull it up, rub between your thumb and your finger. You can get the pastry cutters that you push down and go through. You can do it in a food processor, but hey, why make more work? By more work I mean more washing up. Right, so I'll just continue doing this and we'll come back when that is ready. Right, let's move that out of the way. Our crumble mix is mixed and it's there. Some bits are a little bit bigger than others, but that doesn't matter. Now back to our cake. What we're going to do is we're going to add our rhubarb and just fold it through the mix. I should have used that bowl for this, shouldn't I? Hey, hey. Right, and we just want to get this all in and covered in the batter. Now, you're going to need to grease and line a 9-inch cake tin for this. Now, mine isn't 9-inch. I know it's not, so I'm going to have some left over, so I'm going to make a few muffins. But my oven is going on bake at 160, and it's going to take about 40 minutes to cook this cake. So let's get it preheating. Right, and then we just pour, tip, pour, put, dollop, choose a word, insert your favourite word here, into the cake tin. Actually, this will all go in. Excellent. Right. Yes, there's lots left, don't worry. It might be in the tin now, but it won't be in the tin for long. Let me assure you of that. Get my trusty scraper and I shall scrape out this bowl so that I'm leaving nothing really behind. But what I do leave behind, I am addicted to raw cake batter. So what I leave behind all over my hands is Cook's Perks. There we go, look. A nice, clean-ish bowl. So let's straighten this out a little bit. Wash off my hand. And get my palette knife and just smooth out. Now, I know I said you had to line a tin. This tin is silicone, so obviously doesn't need to be lined. Bonus. Hole there, so fill it in, just push it. And what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to, so that any holes just get filled up on that drop, and then we sprinkle over our crumble mix. And then, as I say, it's going into the other oven for about 45 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes at 160°C. Now, the bonus of the crumble mix as well is if, like me, you've got bits of rhubarb showing, you cover them with the crumble mix. So that's handy, isn't it? Right, that's it. Into the oven it goes. You don't have to put yours on a tray. Mine's on a tray because it's a silicone pan. So in we go. 40 to 45 minutes. We'll see you later. Right then, we've got about 45 seconds left. It smells amazing. I really wish you could smell this because oh my god, it's mouth-wateringly good. It looks lovely. There's not too much colour on the crumble from what I can see, and we've got a little bit of bubbling overflow that you get with a rhubarb crumble. So all in all, touching wood, just be doubly sure, this should be good. So, but obviously I'm going to skewer it, and I have to remember that the rhubarb will keep it wet, so I need to get into a bit, there we are, we're finished, a bit of sponge and see. I mean, there's a rise to it. Right, that's a bit of crumble on the end of that, so that's not that it's not cooked, the rest of it is clear. Okie dokie, so let's take it out. And show you. There you go. Oh, can you see what I mean? I'm leaving it on here because it will flop in the thing, in the silicone thing. The rhubarb has bubbled up there in particular. The cake I can see is cooked. The crumble looks lovely. Now this you can have either warm with custard, with cream, with your favourite, whatever you want it with, or let it cool and have it cold with a cup of tea. Now, do not attempt to cut it now. Let it rest for a good 10 minutes before you even begin to cut it. It will still be warm. I mean, it's like Dante's Inferno, let me tell you, because rhubarb is really bubbling and holding its heat. But I'm pleased with that. What a simple recipe. What a great way to use up some rhubarb, especially if, like me, you manage to get some reduced in price, or you grow it. Oh, I so wish we had a garden, but can't change that, can we? So all that remains for me to say is thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of In the Kitchen with Pen. If you have, give us a thumbs up. Any comments, write them down below. Always happy to answer, and I shall see you again on the next In the Kitchen with Pen. Bye bye for now.